Beulah. I learned this tune from a Mississippi John Hurt record. This tune used only two chord positions, the E and the A, but the E can be played like this with two fingers, or like this with the fourth and third finger of the fourth fret position, on the first string and third string. Okay? For the right hand, you will use the index and middle finger and the thumb to play the bass line. I play the theme slowly. A. First two bars are played on the E chord, so you can get the E chord with the first and second finger only. Like the old guitar player, you can put your single finger on two strings together, on the fourth and fifth string. You will get the B and E note. Okay? Or maybe you will prefer to use this fingering with first, second and third finger, and then the fourth finger to play the melody line. But this finger is very efficient if you want to play this style of music. So, the first two bars, the E chord, for the right hand, I use three fingers, the thumb, index and middle finger. The thumb alternates the bass with sixth and fourth string for the E chord. Okay? For the left hand, I play an hammer-on the second beat. You raise your first finger, you play the G open string, and you hit the strings. You play a hammer-on the second beat, and then you add the third finger to get the C sharp note, second string, second fret. Okay? And then the second bar, you stay on the E chord. This bar is quite easy. Then you will take your fourth and third finger like this at the fourth fret position. You will get the B note here and the C sharp note here on the fourth fret. Okay? This chord form comes from the D chord form. You see, you have the D here. If you transpose this chord form at the fourth fret position, you get an E. D, D sharp, E. But John Hurt used only the third and fourth finger to keep the first finger free to play the melody line, and sometimes we can get the C sharp, the G sharp, excuse me, on the sixth string, fourth fret here. You can move around this position. Okay? So the third bar. Now be careful here. Your thumb must play the sixth and third strings. play the E note open at the third string, you get B note. And then you will add the first finger on the first string, second fret, to get the F sharp note. This is the second of the E chord. I'll play again. And don't forget, you can play a little slide from the third fret, like this. Okay? Then, the fourth bar, you come back to the E chord. Don't worry, you can use the first finger on the first fret, third string, but only the second finger on the fourth string, second fret. It's not necessary for the moment to put your finger on two strings together. Okay, just on the fourth string, second fret, a fourth bar. Here you add the third finger to play the F sharp. Quite easy. Now, the fifth bar, you move to the A chord position. It's better to take this fingering, because you have just to slide your first finger, the second fret, then to put your third finger here on the second fret, second string, and you play an hammer-on with your third finger. Okay, then you put your third finger on the first string, second fret, and you raise this finger. You put on the second fret, first string, to have the F sharp notes. Then you raise this finger again, and it comes back on the second string, second fret. That was the sixth bar, the fifth and sixth bar. And then you play the B note on the half of beat. Back on the E chord position, and here on the A bar you put your second finger on the fifth string, second fret, to get the B note on the fifth fret, fifth string. Okay. Then you play an hammer-on very quickly. This is a grace note. Okay? Now the ninth bar. You stay on the same chord position, but you come back on the E chord with two fingers. Your second finger comes back on the fourth fret, fourth string, excuse me. It remembers the first two bars, almost the first two bars. Then you take the fourth and third finger, fourth fret, first string and third string. Okay? This is the E chord, exactly the same thing as the third bar. Then you come back to the E chord form. Then you come back with a slide here on this chord form, which is a D chord form. Then the E, standard position. You add the third finger here. You stay in the E. And you add your third finger, second fret, second string, just to play the C sharp note. You raise your finger. Okay? I'll play again all the theme slowly. Then John Arrgt plays some variation. For the fourth bar you play a variation like this. You start on the E chord, then the E chord with the third and fourth finger, and you put the first finger here. This is for the fourth bar. For the ninth bar you use this variation. Okay? For the fourth bar he uses variation. Okay. Now I play again the old theme, the old tune. Right hand position, it's very important to raise the third and the fourth finger on the table like this, and while the other finger play the melody line and the third bass line. Okay, that was a lesson on ukulele by Michel Lelong. Thank you.